Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
According to previews for the week of February 17th to 21st on Days of Our Lives, Holly Jonas rushes to Doug Williams III while Joy Wesley considers her options for leaving. Let's talk about some DOL predictions and all the stunning news that will be revealed soon, as Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera might potentially experience a baby setback. Initially, Kayla Johnson, Alex Kyriakis, and Stephanie Johnson will contribute to keeping the hospital from going bankrupt. Although the hospital's current situation may appear dire, Days spoilers indicate that some unexpected events could turn the tide. Joy will have to choose whether to accept the offer from the network and relocate to Los Angeles for body and soul. Although Joy hasn't made up her mind yet, we can definitely picture her saying that there is nothing left in Salem for her. Holly might take a devastating hit while Joy considers leaving town. Holly and Tate Black had hoped for a nice evening, but the controversy surrounding Sophia Choi's adoption may destroy it. After Sophia and Amy Choi argue angrily over the probable adoption once more, it's even likely that Sophia will have a baby emergency. She might be upset and devastated if Tate cancels his plans to stay at the cabin with Holly or arrives too late. Holly might not be able to make love even if Tate does show up at last. In any event, Holly might be in for some challenging scenes. Holly might turn to Doug for solace, as it appears that she'll experience heartbreak in one way or another. Regarding the possibility of having a child together, Johnny and Chanel might encounter a setback. Will Kayla disclose that Chanel and Johnny might not be able to have another child due to an unanticipated circumstance? If this is the case, Days might be putting Johnny and Chanel in this situation in order to eventually put them forward for adoption of Tate and Sophia's child. Even though Amy doesn't think Chanel and Johnny make the perfect couple, they might eventually win her over. Leo Stark will need to determine what his new beginning will entail, according to teasers for other days. Leo will need to find something else to be enthusiastic about now that he has been fired as the head writer of Body and Soul. After Valentine's Day, Marlena Evans will miss John Black more than ever. Marlena's desire to learn more about why she missed Johnny's trip will undoubtedly be rekindled, but she won't appreciate what Steve Johnson finds out later. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, the week of February 17th to 21st will be quite interesting. We'll keep you updated on any noteworthy developments and intense confrontations. After a few weeks, Days of Our Lives is finally returning to Tate and Sophia's baby drama. They were devising a strategy to persuade Sophia's parents to allow them to find a deserving pair to adopt the upcoming child when we last saw them. As we finally return to it, viewers are undoubtedly observing that Sophia has changed somewhat in appearance. At the start of the year, we found out that Rachel Boyd would be taking over Sophia's increasingly pregnant role as Madeline Keentz was leaving. To be fair, viewers have been uncertain about the extent of this pregnancy's progression ever since the story began. Tate and Sophia want to persuade her mother to agree to an adoption, even if the abortion was prevented. That's one possibility, but no matter how awful it is, we cannot deny the fact that soap operas frequently use miscarriages to create the drama of a pregnancy without really having a child. But usually, like with Chanel and Johnny's recent loss, it appears to occur before the baby bulge even appears. However, since Boyd has started, a video chat with Young Hollywood on Instagram has given us a sneak peek at Sophia and her own unborn child. Furthermore, Sophia is not only obviously pregnant based on the behind-the-scenes photos we see, but she is also far advanced enough to require a wheelchair. As of right now, Sophia isn't quite there, but there's no information on when the scenes will air. Tate and Sophia becoming parents while still in high school still seems a little unfathomable, but there is still plenty of time for another surprise to occur. We have a suspicion that the narrative won't finish there, even if Sophia does wind up having the child and they are successful in placing it for adoption. Boyd tells Young Hollywood that when the part was first established, she was among the first actresses to try out for it. Although she received a callback, Keats ultimately won, as we all know. However, Boyd's audition was still recalled by Days of Our Lives 8 months later, and the next thing she knew, she was walking onto those Salem sets as Sophia. We're thrilled that she's joining the program and are looking forward to seeing what Holly, Tate, Sophia, and even her mother, Amy, have in store. Because it appears that this baby is on the way in one form or another. Whether Sophia and Tate are prepared or not. According to previews for Days of Our Lives, Rafe Hernandez was hidden at the Blake residence. After being drugged, Rafe will discover Ava Vitale when he awakens. It appears that E.J. DiMera and Rachel Black, also known as the Woman in White, made an agreement. But might Rafe and Ava wind up falling in love again while they're in captivity? Let's discuss the options after you finish reading. Ava Vitale's abduction. Ava is currently trapped as the hostage of the Woman in White. Ava sent a message to Brady Black, but it was jumbled. Then, via Ava's phone, Brady received a deceptive SMS. The former mafia princess is strapped to a wheelchair at the Blake residence as Brady begins to suspect that Ava may be missing. Rafe Hernandez's substance abuse. EJ had to deal with Rafe, while Kristen DiMera's mother dealt with Ava. After giving Rafe a medication, EJ pulled him around the Blake residence. When EJ turned back after dropping Rafe's drugged body on the ground, he discovered Ava being held captive. EJ turned to face the Woman in White before he could speak or act. The complication of the Woman in White? According to previews on Days of Our Lives, the Woman in White believes that Rafe and Ava will be straightforward hostages, but there may be more to it than that. Rafe and Ava were once romantically involved in Salem, a long time ago. While residing in Rafe's home, Ava was attempting to demonstrate that she had severed her connections with the mob. At the time, Rafe was still employed at the police department. Remarkably, Gabby Hernandez attempted to enlist Nicole Walker in the breakup plan. Rafe and Ava ultimately unable to make it work. However, the romance may never recover after Jada Hunter was dumped at the altar by Arnold Fininer, also known as False Rafe. Jada may be with someone else by the time Rafe is located. A second chance at genuine love? How likely is it that Ava and Rafe will be held captive in the same place? Even by Salem soap opera standards, that seems like a lot of money. Is it possible for Rafe and Ava to reunite while in captivity? They may develop a closer kinship even though they will cooperate to free themselves. There's a good likelihood that Rafe and Ava may receive another opportunity at romance. But what happens when Rafe and Ava are eventually set free? When they return to the real world, will this romance last? After Sophia and Amy Choi argue angrily over the probable adoption once more, it's even likely that Sophia will have a baby emergency. She might be upset and devastated if Tate cancels his plans to stay at the cabin with Holly or arrives too late. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.